Welcome back to ARC Maine. This month is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and in a few weeks, you have the chance to walk for awareness.
Suicide is one of the 10 leading causes of death in the United States, and it is preventable. Here to tell us more about the upcoming event and the resources available is George Magellis with the Greater Portland Out of the Darkness Walk. Good morning, George. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So first, can you tell us a little bit more about the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and the walk that's coming up later this month?
Yes. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is the largest private funder of research around suicide, and many organizations use our data because we have both national resource data, and also we have a chapter in all 50 states. So like here in Maine, we can focus on what Maine needs, like better mental health care in the rural communities.
So the Out of the Darkness movement began all the way back in 2004. How impactful has that been?
The Out of the Darkness Walk is really what builds our community. You know, we could do the work where we could individually reach out to people and provide support, but it's this idea of everyone coming together, not just on that day, but all of the weeks and months leading up to it, with the fundraising, with the promoting of the event, building teams, inviting people to come out, bringing our community partners out. So at our walk on September 27th, we'll have probably 8 or 10 or a dozen of our other mental health agencies in southern Maine who will be joining us for that day.
Yeah, tell us more about that day, what people can expect, and maybe the route, if that's been finalized.
Of course, yes it has, thank you. The Out of the Darkness Walk for Greater Portland is on Saturday, September 27th, and begins at 9 a.m. with a welcome and registration for those who haven't yet registered with us. Those who have raised a minimum amount of $150 can receive the commemorative t-shirt. And this is last year's t-shirt, so they can pick that up, and then they can visit all of our community partners. So an hour of welcome from 9 to 10. At 10 a.m. we begin our opening ceremony, and we follow that with what we call our bead ceremony. We use honor beads. They're the plastic colored beads, with each color representing a different loss. Loss of a child, loss of a spouse, loss of a parent, a sibling, and so on. And we invite everybody to wear as many beads as represent their loss or their support. One color might be for those who are still struggling. One might be for the LGBTQ+ community. So this all happens as the walk is building or about to start. The bead ceremony itself is where we invite one individual with each of those losses to tell their story. We actually tell the story for them, but then we place the bead on them ceremoniously. And this is what really launches the walk. We gather together at the bottom of the park, which is Fort Allen Park on the Eastern Promenade. We have a team, usually, probably our highest fundraising team, who will kick off the walk. They have a team banner, they'll line up, and everyone lines up behind them. Last year we had over 900 walkers, and we're going for a cool 1,000 this year.
Wow.
We leave Fort Allen Park and we walk along the top of the Eastern Promenade. Beautiful view of the harbor there. It's 1 mile out, and then we cross the road and come back on the inland side by all the beautiful old Victorian homes. Now there are places where someone can cross the street and shorten their walk. So it's 2 miles altogether, but it's up to everybody to decide how they want to do that. And one more thing is we do invite well-behaved dogs to come on the walk. And many people, you know, the dogs are their support. So we certainly want them there.
Yeah, so you mentioned this a few minutes ago. Suicide impacts people in so many different ways and so many people. How important is it for this event to bring people together that are impacted by the same thing?
It is very important. You know, the one thing that surrounds suicide is silence. Of course, there is silence as someone may be considering suicide. And what we say is that talk saves lives. Talking about it, asking questions can save a life. To your question about the event, there's also silence after a suicide. People who want to support the person with the loss maybe don't know how to start the conversation, or they're concerned about where the conversation might go and not be prepared for that. So the more that we get people together, the more that we open up and share, the more comfortable everyone will be with talking. And once again, talk can save lives, and it can also provide hope.
Yeah, incredible. So important to get all these people together, have those conversations. Where can people register for the walk and get you to that 1,000 mark?
Yes, thank you. We have a website for the walk. It's afsp.org/Portland, Maine, using ME.
All right.
All right. George, thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you hit that mark.
Well, thank you very much. And just one thing, if I could add,
Yeah.
that we really want youth to come out. Youth are the future of the movement, and the movement is about reducing stigma and improving mental health access. So high school, college students, middle school students, we want everybody to come out and walk with us.
All ages welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you
All
again
ages
so
welcome.
much. And thank you for all the work that you
Yeah.
do in the community.